Welcome to We Funny AF, formerly the Imperial Ink Live podcast. Same crew, new do. We got the upper echelon, end all be all duality part 108 hold up available across all streaming services. We still have the same website set up for merch at imperialinkmusic.com. Various t-shirts and masks, and we also have new merch on the way specifically for the podcast, and it's coming soon. So, let's get into this, y'all. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, them Imperial boys is back. Yeah. And of course, you know we had to come back on some new shit. Yeah. So, without further ado, I welcome you to the We Funny AF podcast. Yeah, I'm the one and only Figs. I'm with my main man Biggs, and we about to take you there. Let's go. We Funny AF. 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 Welcome to We Funny AF.
AF, we
I
funny.
don't know what episode this is. 5, I think.
I mean, I don't know.
I said like the one before last, when last week's episode, the one before that, I said it was the 3rd episode. I think it was actually the 2nd. So y'all don't listen to me when I be saying that shit.
I think it was actually the 4.
It might have been the 4. One of the
It damn sure wasn't the 2nd.
Either I said it. I think I said it was the 3rd episode, but it was the 4th or it was the 2nd. One of the two.
I'm fucking confused.
I am too. But we back. Fresh off of the lack of content. I have no idea what we was gonna talk about. I couldn't figure anything out, so I threw it at Figs, and he came up with this.
I just was thinking today, and I just have a question.
What's your question?
Am I weird?
Imperial Live, you know we bring that heat. It's time to get ready for the ear to the street.
So is that an ear to the street?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you weird? Are you weird or
are we weird? Or it could be we weird or we, because I tell you where that comes from.
Yes, do that.
Well, first of all, my little grandson, I was yelling something at him the other day about his game. He had a game, and I think I was at a dialysis, and I said something to him, and he said, "You're at dialysis. You're weird." And I was like,
well, damn.
I was like, okay, I guess since I'm at dialysis, I'm weird. And you're weird.
How old is he?
He's 5, 6.
5 or 6 years old. Yeah. That's funny.
Well, he's definitely, he says crazy shit to me all the time. And the kids, like, you know, I don't get no respect. Like, nothing I say to them is cool.
Like from your kids or just kids in general?
Yeah, my kids in general. Like, kids look at me like I got fucking 4 eyes when I say something. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes. And I'm just like, are we weird?
Nah,
I mean, if you look at some of the shit that I do in my everyday life, I mean, we've already talked about, like,
your laundry thing.
My laundry and my music.
Yeah.
But when we look at certain shit in life, like, do we look weird to other motherfuckers?
Probably to younger people.
Well, because I know we look at people. I mean, I know you ain't supposed to judge, and there's a lot of people that claim they don't judge, but you can't tell me you ain't looked at a motherfucker and said he's weird. He's a weirdo. I just want to know, in the eyes of people, are we weird? Am I weird?
I mean, I think everybody has weird
isms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody got things about them might be kind of strange to other people. They might be normal to us, but they might be a little odd to somebody else. You know, I mean, everybody got their own little quirks and shit.
When
like
I come
that.
up to somebody and I speak to them and I'm like, hey, what's up? And I say something funny or try to tell a joke. When I leave, do them niggas say, that was weird? Like, I mean, but it's, this niggas look at me and be like, what's that nigga wearing? That nigga weird.
Nah,
Because I know I think shit is weird. I think niggas is weird. I
Okay.
think you're weird.
yeah, I'll take that.
Nigga, you are a fucking kilt.
Yeah.
Weird.
Why is that?
It's weird to me.
Why is it weird?
Because it's just not anything that anybody normally does on a regular day basis.
Why? I mean,
How many niggas do you
who
see?
said
Just,
that's
I'm not
a
saying
thing?
it shouldn't have to be that
I
way.
know that, but I'm just saying, who says that's why is that strange to
Because we find shit strange that we're not used to.
Okay,
You know, naturally.
Yeah.
So when you wear a kilt, nigga, I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody I ever hung out with or rolled with just had a kilt on one night. That's very new. I mean, and it's fashion, and I guess, you know, I should step into the world. Like, I think these kids is weird. I think them colorful motherfucking ass shoes. I got a
Colorful
stepson.
shoes.
Oh, the fucking glow in the dark shit that these young
okay.
kids is wearing. I got a stepson that purposely wear 2 mismatched shoes and 2 mismatched socks.
But you know what though? That's like an old thing. I mean, Belle Biv DeVoe was doing that back in the 90s, so it's not like that's a new thing.
But that's still weird.
It's only weird to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it's only weird
there's where my question lies.
Okay.
Because that shit's weird to me. Now, do them people look at me and say, nah, nigga, you weird?
Probably. My nephew does that to me all the time.
I mean,
I be telling him all the time, you weird. He said, you weird. And I'm like, you know what? I might be.
I mean, you could go to some of the shit we try to do at doing this shit. Is this weird?
I don't think this is weird. Yeah, it is kind of weird because you wouldn't think that people would be interested in anything that either one of us got to say, but they are.
Am I weird for being 46 years old and still rapping?
Nah.
In some people's fucking eyes, that's some weird shit.
Really? Why?
Yeah,
because they feel like rap is like a young man's game?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
But you know, I mean, I'm sure you've seen Facebook posts and memes and shit about how their boyfriend 46 is still just starting his rap career. That's kind of frowned upon. I mean, even with rappers today, you're kind of not even fucking worthy of mention if your ass is a certain age.
Which is weird, unless you like a legend. I mean, if you're a legend and still doing it, does that count as you being weird?
I don't count as bad because you've been in the game for 20, 30 years. I mean, Jay-Z don't necessarily, have everybody like, damn, nigga, you old, you should sit down. Because they know his track record and he's been in the game since he was young.
Okay, then what if it was an MC who just happens to be really, really, really good? Somebody that's even as good as Jay-Z or even better, but they don't have the hits behind them. Does that make them weird?
No, I don't think so. I think that's the exception.
Okay.
I think, like, if you're good, if you're really good, I mean, and some of our favorite rappers didn't get their start until they were in their 40s.
Okay.
And, so, I mean, if we were really that hardcore on that, then there'd be a lot of rappers we really couldn't even listen to.
Right.
I mean, I think 2 Chainz was 41, 40. I mean, half the Wu-Tang was damn near 50. I mean, I don't think that you could count that. Now, that's the exception. But I think music, fashion, I think all of that is dominated by youth.
Yeah.
So
my thing with it though is like if you're gonna do whatever it is you're gonna do, you gotta wholly believe in the fact that you are doing it and that you are doing it right and well. Because if you do that, then everybody else is gonna believe it too. Otherwise, you will look weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can't pull it off and even in your own head you can't pull it off, then you're gonna look like you just fronting.
Yeah, they be like, here come a 60-year-old nigga rapping again. Damn, that nigga done had 200 shows. He's 60. How you gonna see this nigga? Like, I mean, are we weird?
It's just like that dude I was telling you about that I know who can play every instrument and dance his ass off, but he's not a good singer. And that's what he wants to be, is a singer. Even though he can do everything else, he wants to be a singer. And I'm just like, you're just not a great singer, dude. And it's not that I'm saying that you couldn't possibly get some skill at some point, but you're just not a great singer. You know what I mean? And some people just aren't. And I think that's weird. That it fascinates me, somebody that can do everything but one thing, and the one thing they can't do is the thing they want to do really bad, instead of taking what they can do and running with it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
I think it's weird when you think you have talent doing something that you don't really. I think it's weird. Like, I watch American Idol, and I used to love the auditions, and I think it's weird that they really thought that they could sing, and it was horrible. And they really believe that they can.
I think a lot of that too is the people they got surrounding them,
right,
feeding their heads, telling them that they the best in the world.
What the fuck ever? Some of them, y'all was gassing, y'all was lying to them niggas on purpose.
Okay, I hate to use this as an example, but I want to know who told that little girl that did the national anthem last week. And I hate to talk about her like that because she's a baby. You know what I mean? She's a young little girl. But she did not sound good. She sounded a mess.
I know, and I seen the video of it, and people was laughing and stuff. But, you know, I think in her case, maybe somebody just didn't hear her sing the whole national anthem and let her sing it.
Well, the thing about it is, well, from what I've read and the research I did behind it, she's actually sang the national anthem several times already. Oh. So to me, it sounds like a parent who's living vicariously through their child, trying to make her out to be something that she absolutely is not.
You shouldn't put people out there like that.
Nah, and I feel bad for her because she's just not a singer. You know, one of my friends was like, "This is when you tell your child the truth." I was like, "That's harsh," but yeah, it never really even should have got that far. You know what I mean? Because she's on national television. Yeah. Singing,
but those kind of people, they weird for, you know, I mean, do you want the limelight that bad, like for your kid or for yourself, to a point that you would just fucking fake it till you make it?
Yeah, that in itself is weird to me. Yeah, I felt bad for that little girl, but damn, she you know, she messed that song up. Weirdness is I think it's relative.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this.
What's that?
What's the weirdest thing about me that you can think of?
The weirdest thing about you that I could think of? Let's think. I don't think you have anything that's really weird about you. You have these little obsessions that kind of trip me out. Your laundry thing is interesting, but I get that's more of a therapeutic thing, so it's not that big a deal. The idea that oh man, I'm trying to think of one that sticks out more so than anything, but there's not really, because I'm weird myself, so I don't really see a lot of things that you do that's weird to me. The idea that you find I hate to keep bringing this back up, a bidet weird trips me out. But I get you the apprehension to it.
I don't know if I call it weird as much as I call it extra.
The only reason why I say weird is because to me it's like the perfect cleaning tool. But I also understand why it would not be for somebody else.
And to me,
you know what I mean?
And to me, it's weird that your motherfucking ass love them so much. It's weird that your ass is thirsty all the time.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm gonna stop bringing it up because you always talk about being thirsty, wanting to drink water. And it's not even about that.
Well, that's like if it ain't no different from going somewhere and sitting over the top of a water fountain. So your ass wants motherfucking water. It's a water fountain for the fucking toilet. That's what the fuck it is. You can even control the temperature.
So that in itself is weird to me. That your idea of that is weird. I'm trying to think. Sometimes you do stuff that I think is bizarre, like when you buy meats and you freeze them and then you never use them.
Right.
That's bizarre to me.
That is bizarre.
Sometimes when you told me you had the snack corner that you got. And you rarely eat any of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd to me.
Yeah, let me tell you a funny little bit.
Oh, shit.
My girl listened to us talking about that food in the kitchen, and I said, well, I think I was pretty much accurate. And she's like, no, baby. you lied a little bit. And I was like, what do you mean? I said, the food was older? She said, baby, yeah, the food was older. So it was older than 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So I mean, she's like, yeah. So she called me out on that.
That is hilarious. Yeah, that's one of my sister's weird things too. But yeah, I think that's about it. You don't do I
eat some of the snacks. Like, I have a sweet tooth. I'll go in there and grab a Nutty Buddy.
That also kind of applies to your clothes too, because you will buy all kinds of clothes and then not wear them.
Yeah, no, I got a problem.
Because they will stick with tags on them.
Shoes too.
Shoes are the same way, and you won't wear them. Ththey just there.
But I thought I liked them when I bought the shit. And then when I got them home, I was like, this is fucked up. I ain't wearing this. Or sometimes I buy shit and I like the color. Like I like the color of a pair of shoes.
Right.
So I'm waiting around till I can find the
something
right
else to
shirt
match with them.
Or pants.
Well, the thing about that though is your basic colors are black and white. I'm not really sure I've ever seen you
and
in
I was
anything
gonna
other
get
than
to
black
that.
and white ending or green.
I think
I've seen you in green.
I learned something too about myself, because
I'm looking at the pictures on your wall right now of yourself.
And some people think that shit's weird.
Yeah, I get why people think that's where they think that's where you're in your own head, but you're not. You're just displaying your shit, which I totally understand. That's different. But you got one picture up there where you're in green, but that's the only time I've ever seen you in green.
Right.
Is that one time. So
I got green and I wear green. I got colors that y'all don't see me in because y'all don't motherfuckers see me every day.
Okay.
But 9 times out of 10, when I see y'all motherfuckers just doing some leisure activity or some bullshit, so guess what I'm going to do?
What?
Wear black. Black sweatpants, black shirt, black. I mean, it's just easy. And people look at that as weird. People look at my fashion as weird. And I had to start looking at my fashion as weird. Because I've been going through clothes.
What do you mean?
I've been getting rid of clothes. I've lost weight.
Yeah,
so now there's clothes that I definitely can't wear.
Because they're too big.
And when I look at them now, I'm like, nigga, you really was out here with a 3XLT on?
Well, you've always done that, though. Even when you were a little bigger, you didn't need a 3X, but you wore them.
I liked my clothes a little bigger. That's the length is what bothers me.
Okay.
And I'm learning that. It's not necessarily how it fits up top.
Right.
It's the length.
Right.
And so I guess back in the day I was overcompensating for length. I was buying tall tees.
Right.
Nigga, I ain't tall.
Right.
So I got shirts back here now. I could take you back here in this bedroom now and show you the clothes that I've been putting up that I just had to say to myself, nigga, there's no way. There's no way. You gotta
So what do you do with your old clothes? Do you give goodwill them or you give them to people? What do you do?
Well, I'm kind of picky because some of these fucking clothes back here are straight from the Polo store with no motherfucking ever. Well, they still got the tags.
Right.
So I want to have a yard sale. I want to have the biggest yard sale ever. I'm planning a yard sale this summer that's going to be the greatest yard sale ever.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have a bouncy gym for the kids. The niggas might even have a pony.
Oh, shit.
And we're going to have music. We're going to have music and niggas selling fish and chicken.
Okay.
Or grilling or something.
Okay.
So when you come to the yard sale, you can chill. You don't
You'll
have to
be entertained.
Yeah, but you can also get some good shit.
Okay.
But yeah.
Do you have enough shit to actually do that?
Nigga, I could open up a department store. Nigga, we can do this. I can open up a department store right now. So clothes and shoes.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to have that amount of stuff that you've never
just accumulated.
Done. Yeah.
It's just over time.
Do you is retail therapy a thing for you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you
that
shop
a
when
lot.
you get upset or sad or mad or whatever?
I do. Sometimes I get mad and say, fuck it, I'm going to spend some money today. It'll make me smile. Yeah, I do.
Does it work?
Not really.
No, okay. I always wondered that because I got another friend at Preston.
It's just
is known to do that too.
My motherfucker.
But he said it helps him. So
well, yeah, but it could get out of control, and my therapist made me see that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when my parents died, I was looking for ways to. Make myself feel better.
Yeah.
So what I do is I'd go to therapy and then I'd go buy Willie Jack a couch.
Wow.
And I would think that would make me feel better.
Even though it didn't.
Yeah.
It might have for a second.
But
then after that, it comes right back.
My therapist like, nigga, you gonna go broke.
Right.
You trying to do that shit. Like, but you
bought
know.
him a couch.
And I think I still do that in some ways. I mean, I don't do it as much, but
I think
I go real big for Christmas and I go real big for holidays and stuff.
Yeah, I think you don't do it as much now because you know why. You know what I mean? Why you were doing it. And a lot of times when you know why you're doing something, you tend to kind of draw back from it. Yeah. But that's I don't think that's weird. That's just.
But I don't tell myself no much. So like when I'm somewhere, if I see something I want, I'm probably gonna buy it. So,
right.
And I'll probably have the same buyer's remorse.
Have you ever bought the same thing over and over?
Yeah.
Really?
The
same thing, like literally like a pair of jeans you got another pair just like them or something like that. Really?
Nigga, I mean, just
the only time I've done that is by mistake.
A pair of white Air Force One. I bought Air Force Ones 100 times.
Really?
The same shoe.
Why?
Because you gotta have a crisp pair of Air Force Ones, all white.
But why?
Because
I don't understand.
It's just certain code to the streets. Nigga,
Have you wore all of the different ones, or do you?
I mean, I'm saying I'd buy a pair, wear them till they got old, then I buy a new pair. And then
that's
wear 'em till they
different
got old.
because if
you meant like buy multiple pair of them at one time.
Like,
Now I do got about 5-6 different pairs. I got some with they got different bottom colors.
Okay.
I do probably have basically the same shoe a few times.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the same.
I got about 9 of the same Raider hats back here. I mean, just because if they ain't crispy no more, nigga, I gotta get
Do you just throw them away? Or
no,
you give them away?
I wear them. Mm-hmm. I wear my old hats around my grandkids because they don't respect shit. They want to take my shit and throw it and shit. Like, you sit on it and look, Papa, and crush it up in their hands and shit. So I'll wear the old Raider hats when I know it's going to be a rough day. When I'm trying to look cute, I ain't got to worry about that shit like that. I'll put the new one on.
Because your grandkids are a trip. They gonna fuck your shit up.
Fuck my shit up and look at me and say, ha ha, ha ha. Nigga, look what I did to your shit.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, people, okay, you see some weird things with me.
Yeah, I don't label them as weird though. But anyway, go ahead. What was you gonna say?
would think you were weird because
this would be fun.
You dress funny.
Like just everyday dress, or when I'm dressed to go out, or
you just dress funny.
What?
Your shoes that have like a rhinoceros. What's that shit on their nose? On top
horn?
of it, yeah, horn on it. And shit.
I ain't never had no shoe with a horn on it. I've had some Converse with spikes.
Yeah,
that
might be what I'm talking about.
That could be what you're talking about. Those
still
are
wear
dope,
them green Steve Maddens.
I ain't got nothing nary green
boots.
shoe.
You ain't got no boots.
I got some.
I think you know what pair I'm talking about.
No, I don't. I got some combat boots. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, I thought you had a pair that was like a puke green, but they were old, like back in the cross color days.
Nah.
That might be Alfie. One of y'all niggas still
it's probably
got them
Alfie
boots.
because I've never had no boots.
One of y'all niggas still got them boots.
Alfie was a huge Converse fan too. The Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, and you'll wear like some You'll wear them combat boots with that kilt.
Yeah.
Ain't that what you had on with the kilt?
Yeah. Before, I wore that. I wore the spiked shoes with the kilt before.
Nigga look like a Scottish army sergeant, motherfucker. And I believe the shirt was see through. That shit's weird to me. It wasn't completely. I can see your titty nipples. I don't ever want to see your titty nipples.
The titty nipples.
I feel like if you ain't gonna put, why the fuck you even got a shirt on if I can see your shit? Shirts and clothes is made to cover shit up.
Titty nipples.
And you know, I already done. The biggest wonder in my mind was, which I know the answer to.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you had underwear on under that kilt.
Oh, okay.
And I know the answer, so please don't say it.
No.
Nigga, we knew.
Jackie Sparks, she was like, are you wearing underwear? Because that was at my birthday, I think, last year, I think. Yeah. And she said, are you wearing underwear? I said, no. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe all your junk is just sitting on the table. I was like, nah, it's not like that.
I bet your walk by wind smell like balls.
Nah, it is not like that.
Nuts.
Nah, what else do you think is weird besides my fashion sense? What do you think is weird?
You weird in somewhat ways about your. I've always thought it was weird how your mind works, because it doesn't fucking stay still. Like, it's gotta be like with gadgets and shit. You've always gotta have the newest is always moving. Like you, like, new iPhone now.
See,
and I don't understand why you're so.
But you're full of shit too.
Why am I full of shit with that?
Because that right there is not true. Like the newest iPhone or the newest this, the newest that.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
What,
nigga? Do you got a beat machine that you own on your own?
Yes.
Okay. Now, why the fuck you got my beat machine and you making beats on it and you don't make beats on your own shit?
Because you asked me to take it home
and learn it,
and I did.
And you learn it and kept it.
And no,
I ain't seen it since.
I brought it back to you to
and
show
then you brought it back to me and then took it the fuck back.
Because I bought it to you to learn how to work it, but you didn't even lift a finger to.
Nigga, I don't even think I had it for 3 days.
You didn't try to do anything with it, so I took it back and it was like, well, let me see what I can do with it here and maybe learn it some more.
Nigga, I might have shit to do where I ain't had time to try nothing yet.
You know what? I'm bringing shit, throw it at your fucking window.
Well, get them beats off of it first. That you like. Get them off.
Get them off first, and then bring it back to
give me my shit.
All right, I'll do that.
But let's see. Your memory's weird.
Oh yeah, my memory's
fucked up.
Yeah, it is. And my worst thing for me personally is lyrics. I'm horrible at remembering lyrics. JJ will tell you.
I don't think that's the problem.
What is it?
I think because your memories, you still perform and do well and don't forget the lyrics and you don't forget lyrics and shit, but you will forget what I told you yesterday in a heartbeat. Like, nigga, it's 5. I'm on my way. What, you coming over today? Yeah, nigga, do you not remember what we talked about yesterday? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Like, you know what I mean? But your short term is fucked
screwed up. You think I did a lot of weed or something?
Yeah, it's bad.
It's always been that way too. It's always been that way. I don't know why, and I don't know how to fix it. You know, I don't know what to do to help it out.
I think with you, it's not that you have a bad memory. I think you have a tendency to just dive into something that interests you.
Okay.
You have to be interested all the time. You can't be bored. Okay. God forbid you bored. So therefore, your mind is all over the place. So I think that's why you forget a lot of shit, because like if I say something to you,
shit in my head.
Yeah, if I say something to you that ain't as important as whatever the fuck, you probably think about rainbows and motherfucking Prince songs. But I don't know what your mind be on.
Rainbows and Prince songs.
I don't know what your fucking mind be on.
You and Alfie are the one or two since I've known y'all the longest and have done music with y'all the longest. Y'all always used to crack me up about beats I did early on because you are a boom bap fanatic. Y'all, what that means is it's almost like a basic hip hop beat where it's not too much to it. It's that kick, that snare, that bottom, maybe a sample,
kick and hi hat,
maybe a sample that with a dope loop in it or something, and that's basically what it is. It's bare bones. And I would do shit like that, but I wouldn't keep the same beat going throughout the whole song. I'll switch it. And they used to get on Trail's nerves so bad. It used to crack me up. And Alfie was the same way.
It's still fucking going.
I did this one beat, and I had this weird sound effects in it. I can't remember what the beat was, but the sound effect, Alfie called it bubbles. Yeah, he's like, I don't like the bubbles. I'm like, bubbles? What are you talking about? He said, them bubbles. I don't like the bubbles. Gotta take them bubbles out. I was like, oh, all right. I didn't take them out, but yeah, y'all always told me that about myself, which I thought was kind of
Your
funny.
beats do be weird sometimes because you grab some sounds that we don't necessarily identify in rap music.
I like that though. You switch it and makes people's ears go, "What was that?" And try to figure out what it is.
It ain't never time that a rooster should go cock-a-doodle-doo in the middle of a rap song. But you're fucking putting that in there.
You're damn right. If I found a rhythmic way to put it in there, I think
just like the change up of that little bitty bitch ass change up on
excuse me.
What's the song I got about ass?
I know what shit now you
can I fuck it. Either way, you did a little change up there, and I remember you did it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Why is it there?" And I said, "I don't want that." And you said, "Oh, I don't care."
I know what it was. What it was, it was a bridge, is what it was, but it wasn't like a lyric bridge. It was just something to change the monotony of the song
2 seconds. No fucking reason for being there.
You talking about like when it did that kind of scratchy, kind of
whatever that shit.
Yeah. That was just to change the monotony of the song,
nigga. And right now we fighting. We about to fight because we working on a song, and you already told me that you're gonna format and put some different shit under it, and I already tell you right now, I don't like it.
No.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't like it.
No, it's just that the part that you love is the weird. Now that's something weird about you. You like weird beats. And when I say weird, you will find the weirdest sample that it almost makes no sense logically, but you'll fall in love with that shit.
Yeah, but see, that's the beauty of what I do, because you paint a picture.
Well, that's cool, but
and your ass can't stay normal.
Yeah, but your shit gonna
want the snare to go.
Your shit gonna look
jump all over the motherfucker. No regular
nigga,
shit.
It takes genius to do what I do.
Is it?
But yeah, it does. Just like it takes genius to come with them words you be saying. It's the same thing. It's just applied differently.
I think you can.
And the song you was talking about, by the way, has a certain part in it that it's okay, but it's the part that you love of that song.
Yeah.
But my initial idea is to put that part one time in the song just to make people go, "Whoa, what was that?"
But I like it more than one time.
No.
I do, motherfucker.
I get that,
nigga. I will veto. I ain't even heard it yet. I'll veto some shit. I come over and knock all that shit off. We won't record shit for a long time.
What's wrong with you? Always want to knock everybody's shit off.
Because y'all think that shit is sweet.
I come over and knock all that shit off. I do that at work all the time. Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing about you that's weird. I don't know how we do music together. To be honest with you, because you would think we would fight about stuff.
We do.
But not like that though. I mean, like we would argue about shit, but we really don't.
And I'll tell you the reason why we don't is because most of the time I just get over fucking rid. It's just over rid. It's just whatever I said. I could be adamant about it too. Like, motherfucker, I'm not leaving here until we change it. You'll be like, okay, we'll change it. And then the next time I hear it, it'll be the way the fuck it was. Just ain't gonna argue with you. I like it, and we keeping it. And I just gotta say, okay, okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't buy that. I'm not that.
You don't
dude.
think you sit here saying that ain't how it goes?
No, I don't think it goes like that. I even give you like the one that we were just talking about. I would even give you the opportunity.
Well,
to
not just
listen,
music, anything in life. You don't just override what the fuck I say.
No, not all the time. I mean, yeah, I do, but not all the time. Like I even give you the option to arrange the song the way you want and see if it's dope. You know, I'll give you that option. You can do that.
And then when we do it and you don't like it,
no, I'll go back and do it the way I intended to do it, and then let you check it out and see what you think. We've never done that before, but
like, Lamar, you like it that way?
I'd be willing to do it.
It's alright. And then from there, I'm like, well, fuck it. Then take it back to the way you had it since you liked it so much, motherfucker. Like, so I get on the road all the time.
Well, I'm the producer. I'm supposed to do that.
And you weird as fuck.
Well, you gotta be weird.
Because that shit you be liking, it don't be making no fucking sense to me.
Like music?
Routers and doubters.
That's what you call everything that's electronically inclined with music, right? Routers and doubters.
MPCs and motherfucking megawatts and megahertz. Motherfucking 5 gigahertz, 22.4 megahertz. Motherfucking, I don't understand none of that shit.
I don't understand really anything you just said.
I don't either, but that's what all that shit be sounding like when you be trying to explain that technical shit to me.
I try to do it in a way where it makes sense, but it's hard to do
you
that
be like,
for some people, though.
See, what happened was the compressor went bad on the filtered mechanism that you can't see because it's in there with 25 bytes. It has 64 bytes of mega RAM space. And when the mega RAM space runs out, you got to go buy a new router. And then you put it all together, and it should make for a high-tech AI system, which you can put the SIMPTE code in.
I'm amazed that you keep saying router, because a router has absolutely nothing to do with
I know, but that's what all that shit sounds like to me when we get to talk about it. Like, yeah, I mean,
he says router all the time. They ain't got shit to do with music.
But you know what I mean, and what I'm saying when I say router, doubter, that means I don't understand not shit you saying. Routers, doubters, motherfucking WMDI cords, motherfucking.
I was like an HDMI cord today. You was like, because you know, get your shit in order or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm carrying an
HDMI cord and ain't got no TV or nothing to plug it up to.
Well, at least you know what an HDMI cord is, though. That's impressive.
And it took a while. It took my first flat screen TV to probably realize what an HDMI cord was. I'm behind in technology. Hit the Alt Delete button.
That shit is insane.
Up, down, left, right, BA.
Do you know, like, when you play it, since we're talking about weird shit, since you play video games and everything, are you good at remembering the combos and shit?
No.
Because
my stepson be fucking me up and it be pissing me off because we be going at it at the new Mortal Kombat and I be about having it and he just
he'll do them combos on your ass
and he be pissing me off because he gets close to finishing me and this nigga hit pause and I guess go and see how to put the finishing move on me.
He'll go study real fast. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Fuck me up even more. But I'm gonna get his ass one day. I came close. But,
that's like I'm playing a game right now where it's hard to control some shit, and it's because there's like 5 million buttons on the controller, and they all do something different, and you got to remember what does what and what don't do things, and it's a lot.
Sometimes I have to ask myself, am I weird for being 46 and liking video games?
Absolutely not, man. And I say that because, like, I know plenty of dudes who are older, or your age or older.
Yeah, that play
and design them.
Yeah.
The ones that design video games are up there in age. You know,
I know some 65-year-old niggas on the Madden right now, but
right,
nigga, I kind of feel like your ass should be up trying to do something instead of playing video games. When the kids come home, are you in there fighting with the kids because you playing? Talking about, man, you can't play yet. I'm in first person shooter mode game. I'm on that mode. I mean,
have you ever seen, like, you don't have a headset, do you?
No, I don't go that far.
Okay, now
I don't even play online. I mean, some of the games I play require you be online, but I don't play nobody online.
Well, I always wondered that because, like, I've seen where adults be playing kids and them kids be cussing them out.
Yeah. One of my boys,
which is funny to me.
One of my boys was telling me he was playing a kid, and after the kid beat him, he called him a knuckle dragger.
Oh yeah,
I told you about that. He called him a knuckle dragger. Do you know how bad I'd want to find that little motherfucking kid
and whip his ass?
Yeah, I mean, yes. And for me, you know, the fun of playing video games for me is playing with somebody here,
right?
Because we'll talk shit to each other, or
right.
You know, we write in each other's face like,
right.
yeah, nigga, take that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the fun for me. So I really don't play it too much by myself. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes get crazy and get on Grand Theft Auto, run around and shoot some shit, make the cops come. But I don't really care about doing all the missions. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is hilarious. So, no, I don't think video games.
But some people would look at that as weird.
Yeah, people that don't play video games and don't get into them would find it
I ain't
odd.
gonna lie. It took me a while to not look at female gamers as weird.
Really? Why? But just because they were females?
Yeah, I just kind of felt like females didn't really want to play video games.
Well,
I
like
really thought that was a dude's thing. But
it's not a lot of, but
females.
it's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. My nephew plays with a lot of females. When he'd be streaming, you know.
I was talking to a female one day. She said, "You ain't shit on Call of Duty, nigga." Blah blah. I bust you down. I bust you down on Call of Duty. And I was like, "Hey, hold up." I didn't even know females play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. They had to take that shit serious too.
Yeah, and that's crazy to me. I mean, hey, do your thing though. I mean, I can't knock you for that.
You still weird.
Well, you still weird.
I'm weird. I'm weird. But
I
you weirder.
I ain't weirder.
You're the weirdest.
Not the weirdest. So is that it? We done talking about being weird?
Yeah.
We pretty much covered everything.
But I think everybody needs to look in the mirror and ask themselves if they ain't weird. Because you might be out here thinking you cool.
All right.
But you weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. Every time you walk by, that nigga weird. I heard that nigga was weird, girl. I mean, did they say that about me when I walk by? I just want. They say that nigga weird. They say that nigga don't do nothing but laundry. He stay in his house all day
and do laundry. They might. The only thing I think people might think that was weird about you is how you can talk to anybody.
Yeah, I think people find that weird.
And that's off-putting to some people.
And it's off-putting to some of the people I just talked to. Like, sometimes I walk up to somebody and say, hey, that's a pretty cool shirt you got on. Right. And they don't know what to say back. They caught off guard. But yeah, I just talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
You talk kind of crazy to them, too.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. So that doesn't surprise me. JJ was good at that.
Yeah.
He tell you we was at a concert one time and he walked up to these girls and was like, hey, how you doing? And we were all like standing there and they were like, yeah, just having this huge conversation. And then after we walked off, I was like, who was that, Jay? He's like, I don't know.
yeah. I can do that too.
I was like, you don't know? Like, nah, I don't know them.
Then
I got
damn. I mean, my favorite is Walt Howe. That nigga, boy, he can talk to you, and he can go with it, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to do.
In that direction.
A girl say something to him like, yeah, I'm in school right now. I'm studying physics, and he can say, well, Walt Howe say some shit like this, be like, I used to be an astronaut. yeah. And he'll have the wordage right and shit. He just break it down. You know, I just be looking at this nigga like, for real. For real.
That's a talent, though.
Yeah, it is. And to be able to just fall right into the moment, like whatever they say, he's going to counter it with something that's close to what you do. I like it.
That's a talent. It's weird. That is a weird talent.
I rode bulls for 3 years. Then my back gave out. I'll be sitting here like, nigga, why you lying? And you dead serious.
Yeah, and can probably tell you what L7 in his back he hurt.
And I'm sure when he get done talking to him, I look at that nigga and say, you weird as fuck. You weird. But he gets a kick out of it. It's just fun to him to tell some lies.
That is weird, but that's funny. I would enjoy that myself. So yeah, nigga, you weird.
Yeah, and half y'all niggas and most y'all niggas listening to this is weird. Weird for spending this much time listening to this bullshit.
You should listen to us all the time, wherever you can. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, what was it, Spreaker, wherever we gonna be, you should be listening.
Oh, that nigga said that. He looked at me when he said that like, quit talking bad about us. Like, you want niggas to listen. We trying to get motherfuckers to listen, not hate us. But anyway.
I don't think nobody hates you. They know you
what's
don't.
Up. You know, I'm weird.
Yeah, you are. I'm out. On this vernacular factor, Pigs found a couple of words they want to throw at y'all.
And I don't know if they new or old, because we old, but I just found them today and I kind of like a couple of them.
Okay, what was one of them you found?
My favorite is Delulu.
Delulu. Does that mean you delusional?
Yeah, nigga, you Delulu. And I'm probably gonna use that.
Delulu.
Somebody gets, that nigga Delulu. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with that.
And it does mean delusional.
Yeah, delusional.
Oh shit, I guessed it that one.
And Salulu. It was a saying is Delulu is the Salulu.
What's Salulu?
I guess.
Solution?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't understand what that phrase meant. Delulu is the Salulu. I guess to go Delulu is the Salulu, nigga.
That's the dumbest shit.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever heard people say Riz?
Yeah, well, I just, I just had heard that last time we talked about that, and they was telling me I was late.
Really? Mm-hmm. And I just heard about that shit maybe a month ago.
Riz. I like Riz.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Mini B.
Mini B.
Yeah, spelled MENTY -B. Mini B.
Minty B.
Yeah.
Minty B.
I use it in a sentence.
Do that.
That bitch had a mini B.
Mini B.
Yeah, that bitch had a mini B.
No idea what the fuck I mean.
That's
Is
short
that in reference to big ass?
That's just short for mental breakdown. That bitch had a mini B.
A mini B.
Yeah,
I might have to use that because that's funny. A mini B.
Yeah. Are you having a mini B? A minty B.
I mean, I have to throw it at a couple of people at work every now and then. A mini B.
And I still don't know how to say this one, even though we looked this one up together. But Chugi.
It's not Chugi.
Chugi. You said Chewy?
It's Chewy, yeah.
Chewy.
It's just spelled fucked up. What, CHEUGY?
Yeah,
but it's Chewy. And they say it's an actual English word, which I've never heard of.
That means that you're out of fashion.
Yeah.
So you can look at a nigga and be like, nigga, shoes is chewy. Nigga, your shirt look chewy.
Yeah, that's how you would
I don't
say
know
that.
why I cracked up the other day, but somebody called Shannon Sharp zesty. and that cracked me the fuck up. Like that was the perfect word for that shit. Like
He's zesty.
so I guess they were trying to say he looked gay. Yeah,
We both said gay.
but instead of flaming, or instead of
was it the one when he got out of that car?
yeah.
And had that, I saw that, and I was looking at him like, nigga, what you wearing?
But is that offensive? Is that word that word could take over? Some people say flamboyant,
Yeah.
flaming.
Yeah.
I like the word zesty. That describes it all. That nigga zesty. He got a little zest about him. Look how he's a little extra. He got a little zest. That nigga use zest soap. Zesty.
Zesty.
Yeah.
Speaking of zesty, have you heard that whole Diddy Meek Mill shit?
I have, but I just can't keep paying attention to
I mean, me neither, but it made me laugh because
what happened?
there's a supposed audio out floating around of them having sex. And yeah. And it's fucked up. Because I heard it was like, shit.
I mean, was Meek in there sounding like he does when he raps? Come on, let's get started.
Pretty much, yeah. And they said that
Did he get up in it?
that's what it was. They said from what I was listening to it, he was telling Diddy was tearing them cheeks.
Hold up, wait a minute. You thought you was finished?
He was
He was killing it.
Yeah, that's what they said, and that's what it sounded like. Dude was hollering at you, but you never know about that kind of shit. It could have been any fucking
that
body,
fake ass shit.
Yeah, could have been anybody, but it was funny to listen to.
I mean,
though.
I it's just so much of that. I can't.
It's zesty. Yeah, I don't get into that shit either, but it just kind of came past my feet.
What I
had to
want
listen
is
to
the
it when
facts
it
to
came
come
through.
out, and they're gonna come out at some point in time with all these suings and depositions and pulling. The nigga going to jail this year.
You think so? They said that he's probably the reason, or the reason why he sold all his everybody's rights to their music because he knew this shit was about to happen.
Right, like it's just stacking up. It's something new every day.
I don't understand rich people that make the dumbest choices in the world. I mean, yeah, you rich and you can do almost anything you want, but why are you gonna do some shit that's gonna bite you back in the ass?
Because that money makes you feel like you're powerful. Like, look at Vince McMahon right now.
What's going on with that?
Oh, Vince McMahon, shit.
What?
That nigga was shitting on bitches.
What?
Giving bitches to wrestlers. Just, I mean, it's supposed to be.
Wait, but Vince McMahon, he's the one that
He owned WWE.
and he would host, right?
Yeah, well,
There for a second?
Something, but he pretty much was. He's had to disassociate himself with the whole business. I mean,
really?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many allegations against him. Like,
that is crazy.
motherfuckers is.
I don't. I would like,
But
to
you know, when I see him, I think of him, and I look at how he portrays himself on TV and stuff.
Right.
But I could see him being the kind of person that just would like to probably make people just want to be so powerful,
Right.
so power hungry that shit like that turns them on. Like, and I guess that's what happens to these people who end up fucking up with these situations where they're in great positions,
right,
and then do some stupid shit.
It must be. I mean, it's nice to have.
It gets to a point where you probably say you're above the law.
Yeah, it's nice to have yes people, but you need somebody on the side that's gonna tell your ass no. You doing some dumb shit. A lot of times, though, it doesn't work that way because the people can quickly get rid of them and get the other yes people in. You know, so they bound to do dumb shit.
Hold up, wait a minute. I hope not.
That niggas was zesty, boy.
Zesty. Zesty. That's just a perfect word
for everything.
Zesty.
You just zesty.
Zesty
Corn
ass
chips
nigga.
was zesty. That's funny. That was a character on Saturday Night Live called Virginia-ca.
Virginia-ca.
She said, "Them corn chips is zesty." That shit is great. I love Zesty.
Shit, if you think a nigga ain't Zesty, you the Lulu. You're about to have a mini B. Chewy ass nigga.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Chewy, mini B. I'm gonna use mini B though. That's funny.
Y'all can see it.
Yeah, y'all get on that lingo.
Right.